I never feel guilty about being privileged.
If you rub me the wrong way, bang, there'll be no more namaste.
Word on the street is, I'm still the word on the street.
Don't check for me unless you got a check for me.
The strongest substance on Earth isn't diamonds. It's me.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I am the Real House Gamer, or you could just call me Chris if it's easier. And yeah, I'm so excited to be starting this adventure. So I have a lot of interests, and that is a good and bad thing, but it's bad because I kind of want to play with them all at the exact same time, and I can never exactly find like something to like watch or like somebody to watch or something to do because I want to do everything at once. And so like something for me that would be amazing would be to be watching somebody play Dead by Daylight but talking about like the Real Housewives. Like that would just be phenomenal. So I'm going to do that. So on this channel, we are going to play games and talk pop culture, not just Housewives. We're going to talk music, movies, TV, books, depending on the day, how I'm feeling, like whatever pop culture I feel like talking about, and play games while doing it. And some games I might just play once and like that might be like a live stream type of thing. Other games I will make like series out of. Planet Zoo being one of them. So welcome to the first episode of that. And yeah, I just think it will be like a lot of fun. Find other people with the same interests as me. And yeah, like I think that would be really great. So like some of my favorite games are obviously, like I said, Dead by Daylight, Planet Zoo, anything Pokemon related I am obsessed with. Also The Sims I'm also really into. And recently I've gotten absolutely obsessed with Disney Dreamlight Valley. So those are probably like the 5 games I'm going to like make series out of. And then drop in some like live streams of like one-time plays and things of that nature. We'll see how it goes. As of right now, I'm going to do like a weekly video and then see how that goes, and then maybe like bump it up to 2, and then just see how things actually progress. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. So thank you for joining me. As I said, this first episode is Planet Zoo related, and I started a franchise zoo. This is just like my little entrance so far. It's not done because I do have to worry about money, so like this isn't decorated, but the habitats are for the most part. So this is, you actually come right out of the entrance and immediately you're in this like flamingo habitat. I originally had this part a little bit lower, but the flamingos couldn't get under it, and then they couldn't access this entire part over here. So I raised it a little bit, and I like how it turned out. They can get under easily, and of course they have like all this water and everything. This is just like my main entranceway before we actually get into the zoo. I thought it would be cool to like kind of come in and immediately see something, you know, and I didn't want to put anything too fancy. I mean, flamingos are pretty fancy, but I thought they would be like a great animal to have here. Like, can't imagine them like really hurting any of the guests. What's going on here? What's happening? You okay? Oh, okay. So I thought it would be a good fit all around. I do plan, once I get my money up a little bit, I'm going to go back in, obviously, and do like a little more detailing and stuff. Like I want to make this bridge look less like a regular path in the game and more of like a custom path type. We'll see. We will see. Those are big dreams. I've never been great at the custom pathing. But yeah, then they come down here, and here's like our actual like entrance area. We have the axolotls, and I don't think I'm saying that correctly, but they're in here and they're super cute. I don't know where they even would be. Why is the water yellow? Is it meant to be like that? Do they go out of land? Out of land. Out of water? Ooh, no. All right, they're in there. They're, see, they were looking for it too. And then over here we have the Goliath beetles, because I needed something to bring money in. So, and they are breeding like crazy. Then we just have some shops, and then this is going to be the habitat I'm going to build today. And then over here we have the black bears. Yes, the black bears. This habitat I actually really love. Oh, they have a baby! I didn't know they had a baby. Oh, how cute. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, how sweet. Oh, so, yeah, I actually really love this habitat. It's a very like dense forest area, which is going to be that's like the theme for the zoo. This is Wild Hope Zoo USA, not USA, Europe. USA is my main zoo. Wild Hope, based off the iconic album by Mandy Moore. If you haven't heard it, please go listen to it. It's great. Way ahead of its time. But anyway, so that's where the name came from. And this is the Europe Zoo from that franchise. Oh, I can't get over how cute you are. Little baby. Little baby. We just chilling. You're just chilling. But yeah, so I really actually love this habitat. So this is more like, see how like dense and everything. That's going to be everything. I just want to wait until I'm finally done decorating and all that. So I really have to get my money up. But yeah, so over here, these two shops in the bathroom, this is going to signify like the entrance to the African section of this zoo. And the first animal I'm going to build for over here is the cheetah, because I actually had them in my trade center and I don't have the funds or the conservation points to get any off the market. But yeah, so let's get into the speed build. All right, everybody, and welcome to the speed build part of the video. As you may have just seen the word music flash across the screen, I'm going to use the speed build parts of my videos to discuss pop culture fun things, kind of like Wendy Williams' Hot Topics, How You Doing, but like not so scandalous and tabloidy. So first, like, as you saw, it said music. So I really would love to start with talking about Miley Cyrus's new song Flowers. It's I'm just obsessed with it. I know it's only like the 20th of January, so it's hard to say like this is my favorite song of the year when it's only been 20 days of the year. But it very well could be. I mean, the album comes out in March, so that's super exciting. Her last album, Plastic Hearts, was phenomenal and did not get the recognition that it deserves. So if you have not heard it, I encourage you to head to your favorite place to listen to music and listen to Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus, because it's still on like my current playlist that I listen to, and I think it's like 2 years old now, maybe even 3. I don't know. It's been a minute, but I'm still listening to it. It is so good. I also want to like mention SZA's new album. It's, oh my god, it's just amazing. Amazing, and it deserves all the success that it's getting, and I'm so happy to see her winning like this. So if you haven't listened to that, go do it. What are you waiting for? Like, you will not be disappointed. It's called SOS. Like, just go right now. pause this video, go listen to it, come back and comment below with like what your favorite song is. But yeah, so Miley Flowers, SZA SOS. Go right now. And definitely watch like the videos for Flowers and the music video for Kill Bill. It's just iconic. We're really starting 2023 off with a bang. Speaking of starting off with a bang, the most anticipated concert tour of all time for me was announced the other day. I'm sure you saw, maybe. I'm not exactly sure if the fandoms for Madonna and Planet Zoo exactly overlap, but it does for me. So Madonna announced the Celebration Tour, which is a greatest hits tour spanning the 40 years of iconicness that is Madonna. I need to get tickets. I don't know how I'm going to get tickets, but I need to get tickets. I'm a little upset she's not coming to Philly, but it's okay. If you've never been to a Madonna show, this would definitely be the one you want to go to. She was always very against like doing a greatest hits type thing, and the fact that she's finally going to do one, it's just like, holy crap. Those tickets are going to be super duper hard to get. Possibly not on the level of a certain other Blondie who put tour tickets on sale a month or so ago, but definitely up there. I've already seen people with like the pre-sale having issues and stuff like that. So definitely going to be a fight for tickets, but will definitely be worth it. The demand has already been so high that she's already added more dates. So I do expect more and more to continue to be added. But yeah, so I hope y'all will go listen to Miley Cyrus's new song Flowers, SZA's album SOS, and I really hope y'all will try and go see Madonna on tour. And if you can't afford tickets, because concert tickets for any artist right now are absolutely outrageous, just like everything else in the world, I highly recommend that you go watch one of Madonna's concerts like on DVD or something. She has plenty of them. The Confessions tour is amazing. The MDMA tour is also MDNA, not the drug. Whatever's not the drug is what the tour is called. Also super amazing. Like, that tour cannot be topped, just from like the theatrics to all of it. It's crazy. And then there's also like the Rebel Heart tour and the Girly Show. Like, please just go educate yourselves, because Madonna gets a lot of hate and it's just so unnecessary. She has done so much for music and the LGBTQ community, and she just deserves all her flowers. Alright, y'all, now I want to talk television with you, but before we do, friends, I just want to let you know that at this point of the build, I really did not have a clue in the world of what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted like an African area, and I wanted to feature lots and lots of different African animals. I eventually would like to add an African safari ride if my funds allow it. This is like my first time actually like really trying with franchise mode, so we shall see. I'm not really entirely sure how that's all going to play out, but so far so good. So but yes, ladies, gentlemen, flamboyant gentlemen, non-binary friends, let's discuss television, because there's been some crazy stuff going on. First, let's just discuss the Golden Globes. They aired, I think, like a week ago, maybe. I didn't watch the entire thing. I just wanted to, truly, I just wanted to see Ryan Murphy win the Carol Burnett Award. Ryan Murphy, say what you want, is responsible for 90% of my favorite television shows of all time. I'm talking Glee, American Horror Story, Nip Tuck was one of my very first television obsessions. Scream Queens, like all of it. Feud. Oh my God. The Betty Davis. Oh, I feel like I need to just stop this voiceover right now and go watch that again because Feud was just amazing. And I just really also love to see people in my community win. It didn't happen for such a long time. I'm not exactly a spring chicken, so I'm not one of those gays who's kind of seen their like their lives be so accepted like they are today. We still have a long way to go, of course. But back when I was like growing up, it was not really, it was not the greatest time. So I'm just always so proud and thrilled to see someone from my community win. And I was just really happy it was actually Ryan Murphy because I've loved everything he has ever created. I can't think of a single thing of his that I actually didn't like. So, but the one thing that I really loved was that he used his speech to like give a platform to other LGBTQ people. Like specifically like MJ Rodriguez. Like last year, the Golden Globes didn't air on national television, and she actually became the first trans actress to win a Golden Globe. And she didn't get to have that moment in the sun, and he gave that to her. And I was just like, that's so cool, and that's what everybody should be doing with their platform. We should be lifting up those around us, and I just really love to see it. And he also gave like a major shout out to Niecy Nash, who just never got the recognition she deserved for some reason. I never really understood that because I always thought she was phenomenal. So that was really great, and yeah, I just really, I just loved it, and it made me very happy. And then I didn't watch anymore. um, but let's see. So of course I call my channel the Real House Gamer. So we have to discuss Real Housewives, right? I mean, so Real Housewives of Potomac is airing right now, and it's crazy. Potomac just is continually serving episode after episode, season after season, and I just love it. I really enjoy all the women. Not so much Wendy, but I find her a little obnoxious, but that's okay. She's gorgeous. I I don't know. I just really enjoy them all. Charisse could go. Like we need to just get rid of her. Um, I think Mia is an amazing addition to this show, and I think Jacqueline came onto the show expecting to immediately be handed. They don't hold anything in Potomac, do they? A cherry blossom? I don't know. I think she expected to immediately be on the show, and her way of doing that was destroying her friendship with Mia. And I just think it's really like gross. And of course, I'm in the Karen versus Charisse feud. I am 1000% Team Karen. And I'm also Team Karen in the Karen versus Robin because I'm also like Karen, where girl, that wedding is never happening. Let it go to Neverland, because it's never gonna be a thing. But yeah, so if you're not watching Housewives of Potomac, or if that's not even really your thing, I recommend Potomac. If you're not into the other Housewives, I think Potomac is a breath of fresh air, and it does things differently, and it feels very authentic, which is nice. Another franchise that also feels super authentic is like Real Housewives of New Jersey, and that starts in a couple weeks. I'm so excited for that, being a Jersey girl myself. But also recently, the newest season of RuPaul's Drag Race started, season 15. I really can't believe we're on season 15 of like the regular franchise, not including All Stars and all the international spinoffs. But I remember watching season 1. It was like re-airing on VH1 super early in the morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was watching it with my mom. Like she was the one who was like, "You gotta see this show." Like I had just recently come out and everything, so like she was trying to be like super gay positive and all that. So she was like, "You gotta watch this show." But I do remember my mom having RuPaul's album on cassette growing up and dancing around to Supermodel of the World. This season is really, I'm really loving it. It feels very nostalgic. It feels like we're back to basics. The closest thing I can think of, like, that it reminds me of is season 6, I would say, honestly. It's just a really strong cast, and I think that's why there's been so much blowback over MTV cutting the episodes and making them a lot shorter in order to make room for this Real House gaze of WeHo or whatever it's called that nobody wanted. No one. Actually, I mean, I've always wanted a gay guy on the Real Housewives, but this is not it. Like, I'd rather have like the A-list New York. If you're an old homo like myself, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this season of RuPaul's Drag Race is just really, really great, and the talent is just it's absolutely immense. So if you're watching, please comment below with who your favorite queens are so far this season. It's a huge cast, so there's still a lot of time left to go, and I just really can't wait to see how it all turns out. This is the first season in a long time where I haven't read spoilers or anything like that, so I'm going in completely blind, and it's really just renewed my love for the franchise. Alrighty, y'all. Now we're going to talk movies. I know this can be like a hot button topic. I know, especially some of you fanboys online can get a little crazy in the comments. So before I even begin, let me just say these are my opinions and my opinions only. I am not expressing them as facts. My opinions are completely subjective and they are mine only. Please, if you love something and I hate it, that's fine. I'm glad you loved it. Like, I wish I did. That's all. Like, no. This actually might spill over into my cinematic shots. I promise with the next video I'll get my timing a little bit better. But, so first, I just want to talk about, we're just going to talk about movies from 2022. First, I just want to talk about the movies that I was meh about. First, I want to start with Scream 5. So when I saw it the first time, I loved it. With each rewatch since, I have grown to not love it as much. It still has its moments. I don't know. It just wasn't my thing. I'm super excited for the new one. The trailer looks amazing. If you haven't seen it, it came out yesterday or today, depending on when you're watching this. Definitely go look at that trailer. I'm so excited Kirby's back. But yeah, it was meh. Another meh movie was X for me. I haven't seen Pearl, but I know a lot of people were raving about X, and I don't know, it did nothing for me. I was really excited for Brittany Snow. I love her, but otherwise I was just like, whatever. Another meh would be Halloween Ends. I am the biggest Halloween fan that I know. Halloween is my favorite horror franchise, and the first time I watched it, I was disappointed. Since then, with rewatches, I've actually grown to really appreciate what they were trying to do and all that. And there are certain moments from the movie that I actually really loved. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. So some of my favorite movies were actually Nope. I thought it was great. Jurassic World Dominion. I was a little disappointed the first time, but since then I just absolutely love it. Doctor Strange 2. I loved every moment of it. I'm a simp for Wanda. I will admit that. Also Uncharted. So I've never played the Uncharted game, so I have nothing to base it off of, but I am also a simp for Tom Holland. So, and him in that bartender outfit really, really did it for me. I can't lie. I also really enjoyed the Texas Chainsaw sequel, I guess it was technically. Yes. I thought it was just a lot of fun. I honestly think anybody who didn't like it is just allergic to fun. Like, not everything has to be so serious. Like, let's go to the movies and let's just have fun. Like, what's the problem with that? I'll never understand. The Batman, I also surprisingly enjoyed. I was not excited at all going into it, and I sat there for the next 17 hours. At least it wasn't 17 hours. I think it was like 3 hours. It had no reason to be that long, but I thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. I was very surprised. I'm not the biggest Robert Pattinson fan, Team Jacob, but it was really good. I actually really liked it. I did not like the version of Selena Kyle. That was really my only complaint, and I didn't like the Riddler's outfit. I got what they were doing, but nothing beats that like green tuxedo with like the question marks on it. Like that's just some things just don't need to be changed or reimagined. Like the wheel is not always broken. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I also really loved the Hellraiser remake. My best friend is obsessed with Hellraiser and that entire franchise and the books and all that. And we watched it together, and it was just I absolutely loved it. I don't think I have a single complaint. And to be honest with you, my favorite movie of 2022, and I would love to turn off the comments just for saying this, was actually Don't Worry, Darling. I loved it. I'm not entirely sure what all the complaints were about, especially like the ones regarding Harry Styles' accent in the film. Because if you put your phone down long enough to pay attention to the movie, you will. There's a reason. I mean, for all I know, that reason could have been written in at the end of filming, just like to cover it up. But it made sense to me. I don't. I just loved the whole, all of it really, and I was never really the biggest fan of Florence Pugh. I don't know how to say her last name, so sorry. But I really enjoyed her in this. I just thought it was great. It held my attention, and I was just like super duper into it. So now for the movie that I hated. This movie got a lot of hype, and people were really really into it. And so I went into it with an open mind, and by the end of it, I was angry. That movie was Barbarian. For me, there was not a single redeeming quality in this film. It just did nothing for me. It did not tickle my fancy, was not my cup of tea, none of that. I guess I enjoyed like the first like 30 minutes or whatever when like the whole setup and everything was happening. But once like the weird like woman inbred creature thing like showed up, and Justin Long's character, who I get was meant to be like this awful person. I think the R word storyline he had going on was enough, and we didn't have to add in a homophobic slur on top of it. It just felt weird and very out of place. And yeah, I just really didn't like it, and I hated the ending. And I don't know, by the time it was over, I was just like, thank God. Thank God. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. I'm normally very easy to please, as I'm sure you could tell by all the movies I just listed that I loved, because most of them were universally hated. So I don't know. It didn't do anything for me. I would have preferred if it was like a home invasion type thing, or like the one of the characters ended up being like a psychotic person, like when they opened up the door in the basement and there was like the bed, the bucket, the camera, and I was like, oh wow, this is like about to go to some crazy places, and then it just kind of didn't. I mean, I guess it technically went to a crazy place, but it was not the crazy place that I felt everybody and their mother was making it out to be. So I don't know. It just didn't do anything for me. But so that's all I have for you this week. I really hope you enjoyed all of this. If you did, please like and subscribe. It will really mean the world to me. I'm really excited to start this adventure with all of you. And leave a comment below with like which animal you would like to see next in this Wild Hope Zoo Europe franchise that I'm doing. And if there's any topics you would like me to talk about, leave them below too. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.